Oh, we're just a live workshop. Okay, tune in while you're waiting. Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming in. So say hi to everyone who is watching us live. Okay, thank you. If you have any questions, you can go ahead, tune in during the presentations. Then we can try our best to answer the question for you. Okay, great. So thank you guys for coming for the workshop. This is something we do. We try to be like at least about twice per month. It's just a way for us to share some information about chiropractic and what we do, how can we help our patients, and then it's also health tips to get you a bit better. Okay, so before we start, just to give a little bit of heads up, like the clinic right here. This clinic has been around for about 10 plus years. Dr. Jeff and myself, we've been doing what we do more than 10 years. And in the last 10 years, we help our patients to get better, educate the public, how to take a better charge in their life so they can build better, stronger body, so they can benefit that stronger body later on in their life. And during this 10 years, we do get a lot of media attention because we are trying really just make a priority as we try to educate the public about what we do and the benefit. And also, most importantly, is the importance of taking care of the spine body, because we really just have this one spine for our entire life. So if we don't really take care of it, there will be no replacement for it. Okay, all right. Okay, so in your clinic, if you wasn't really sure or hasn't been seen about it, we are trying to look at the spine and try to take care of it from each aspect. For the joint parts, for the spine, the joint parts, we are trying to take care of it from the chiropractic adjustments, where yes, some of the patient, that's what we're experiencing from. For any disc-related issues, we have a spinal decompression that's just specifically a disc-related issue, disc conditions. Yeah. Off, right? Mirror, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Is it better? It's not mirror, right? It's not mirror.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better now.
Better now. Okay. Great. Thank you for pointing that out. So if any disc-related issues, we have what we'll call a spinal decompression therapy, which is will decompress the spine, so the disc can be a bit more hydrated, so it can be healthier. So with muscle or soft tissue related problems, we have a dry needling and a sports massage. That's where we try to promote more blood circulation to the soft tissue, to the muscles, so it can help the patient to recover a bit better. So all these things we're doing, try to be a bit more specific with the overall recovery. Yeah. Is focus on the joints, focus on the disc, and focus on every soft tissue around it. So if we can adjust every single things and like the details, each element of the spines, the patient's recovery can be a lot better rather than just focus on one thing, joint, but meaning disc and the muscle around it. Okay, so for any questions, hello. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, please. If you got any questions, you can tune in during the lives. Okay. All right. So like we said, why we're doing the workshop here in the clinic, share in the public, it's a way we're trying to educate the public, the importance of taking care of your body so you can improve your aging process, because spine is only one thing we have. Okay. So for any questions from the phone, no? Okay. It become more apparent that 80% of people on this island will experiencing low back pain at least one point in their life. And that's mainly due to our lifestyle, such as we are not as mobile as we were before. We are maybe spend more time sitting in front of a computer, more on our phones, more in front of computers. All these things are constantly building pressure on your spine and make it deteriorate a lot faster than it should. So that is why it causing this issue is 80% of the people who live on this island will experience a low back pain in one point. And in our practice, what we see is the condition of back pain become, the people who having this issue become younger and younger. I just remember when I first just started practicing, low back pain is usually some people maybe in like 40 or 45 or even 55. So as the year pass, our patients who are having this issue become younger and younger. Even at one point, just a little bit of a post-COVID, we have kids who are maybe 7 to 12 having like headache issues and low back pain issues, which was unheard of 10 years ago. So that means, having all these device technologies didn't, yes, it helped us from one aspect, but in the long run, our body ultimately paid the ultimate price. Okay. So there's quite a few ways you can put damage in your spine. Obviously, bending forward, including your walking postures, lifting things with the back posture. These are quite common, but more we're seeing is these aqua posture, like we just really, hey, hello. Join us. Thank you for joining. Yeah. So bending forward become one of the major issues. If you're just lifting things improperly, not using your leg, using back, you can have that injury as well. So this is another reason people have the injury in the back. Yet, I've been active, I've been doing all these things. Like why suddenly I have all this issue? Even like the smallest things can cause injury. Is because like if your spine is not strong, maybe there's some issue there, subtly, it was always there lingering, and even like the smaller things can cause problem. So this is why we really want to focus on more of get your spine check your posture, making sure you are doing a proper postures at the workplace to avoid a relapse or re-injury of maybe like past injury you have in the past. So another thing is whenever there's injuries in the spine, if not get properly addressed in the first times, the symptom might be gone, but it doesn't mean the problem is gone. In fact, we see this in our patients from time to time. Is a small problem occurred maybe like a few months ago, years ago, but never get proper addressed. Then it get snowballing into something much more major. So it's always important to be aware, be more conscious about your postures, so you can take care of the body. Okay. Okay, so how do we solve these problems? Like we all have this one spine in our bodies, and everyday daily activities is really something we cannot avoid. We cannot stop going to work, or we cannot stop using our phone, or we cannot stop using the computers. Is there anything we can do on our own can improve these problems? Okay, so some of them might seeking issues like, is it higher?
It's okay, sorry.
Yeah. Maybe some of us are thinking issues like maybe, let me exercise a bit more, maybe make my joint a bit more mobile, or should I take more supplements? Maybe it can help my joint to recover or have stronger joints, stronger tissues, or should I rest more? Like the doctor said like my sleep was really bad, so maybe I can just use all these things. Yeah, this can work to a certain extent, but we needed to address the core issue, which is, why we have or this back pain all over in the first place. It is something like a root of problems we didn't really resolve in the first place. Until we can find that root of problems, all these supplementations, rest, exercise, will not reach his 100% result. It's like if you're driving a car, if the car frame was off or not the fantastic in the first place, in our first place, you can, doesn't matter how much oil, how new a tire is, the wear and tear is still gonna be coming a lot faster. Is, you know, finding the root problem of what is causing your lower back pain or your neck pain, all the pain issues in your body. Yeah, hey. So before we get into the root cause, let's just try to understanding like a little bit of the spine structures. So when we're born, the moment we're born, our spine is actually a very, very weak and very, very flexible, because when a baby that was born, everything seems like a little more flexible. Even the joints are like almost spongy, because, you know, if you have a already very mature joints, the birthing process can be quite difficult. So when the person was born, everything is very soft and very flexible, and they are waiting to be matured. Okay, so when a person is born, the spine is kind of like just, there's no curvature, linear, because most of the time for the first 3 months, baby usually is laying on the back, they're resting and drinking milk. But when the baby is able to crawl, he will start to, hello, okay. Hello, it's okay, bye bye, see you next time. So you will lift up the leg for the first time, lift up the head. So when the baby starts to lift up the head, that's where we have the neck curvatures, the proper neck curvatures in here. Okay, so when you have the proper neck curvatures, and that's where we can able to see where it goes. You know, baby is building a stronger neck to hold itself up. Then when we start to able to walk, that's the second curvature is coming, which is your lower back. So your lower back will have the second curvature in here. And as we progress 2, 3, 4, 5 years above, we slowly to form this natural curvatures in your spine. So this process will take place probably before you are 12 years old. So these proper curvatures will form. This is the curvature that will last till the day we die. Okay. Then obviously we start working, doing more homeworks, or just looking down on our device more, and that's when we start to change this natural curvatures we developed when we were younger. You know, if you're hunching forward a lot more, you are reducing your curvature in your upper back, or you know, if you're looking at your phone all the time, you are also reducing the curvature in your neck. So this is, all these activities, we are actually damage the spinal curvatures we work so hard to achieve during the first 12 years of our life. And then usually that's where the pain, the immobilities, and joint problems occurred. Okay, so here comes the demonstration part. So we will teach you guys, I'll teach you guys. So everyone who is watching online, you can please follow through as well. I'll teach you guys about 3 simple exercises, try to reverse that process. Because when we lose the spinal curvatures, your body is leaning forward. So we want to do something to reverse that process. Okay? All right. So I have a demo here. Okay. All right. So 3 exercises. So the first one is for the neck. This one is quite important because when we look at a computer for a long period of time, our head tends to go down like this. So we want to do something to the opposite direction to reverse this hunching forward process. So you just take both of your hands, put behind your neck, and then kind of like lean back a bit. So yeah, feel free. Hands behind your neck, lean back a bit. So this, you can sit, stand, you know, making sure. If you feel a little bit unbalanced by doing this, maybe you should sit down for this exercise. So lean back. What you're trying to do is you're trying to see the ceiling as far as you can and try to lean back. If you have some arthritis or pain or joint issue, this position is already quite difficult for you. So you try to lean back as much as you can. So that's this one for the neck. So second exercise is something for the shoulders. So because the hunching is for upper back is going this way, So you want to do something to reverse that process. The reverse process is one quite simple. Again, you're using your hand, and then you're gonna push back, okay, and open up your chest. Okay, yeah, there you go. Push back. Fat muscle, harder. Straighten your elbows. Yeah, straighten your elbows. You start open up your chest. Okay, so this one will stretch the muscles in the front, and then also reduce the constantly looking down. Now, okay, very good. So the last one we're working on for our lower back, same thing. Hunching forward, too much pressure in that. So we wanted to do something to, again, reverse that process. Very simple, 2 hands back on your hip. Okay, you're gonna push forward and you're gonna lean back. Okay, some people might have what is arthritis in your back, so this probably will creating a little bit of pain. So if it's creating a little pain for you, that means you probably have some joint or degeneration or facet issues inside that create. If it's not that, you can, use an exercise to improve the mobility of your lower back. Okay, so push back. So these are 3 exercises. So let's just summarize. Next is neck extensions for the neck. Okay, good. Neck extension for the neck. And chest extensions for the chest. Okay, very good. And back extensions for the back. Okay, so 3 simple exercises that improve this position to more of a neutral position, which is for a lot of people thinking like, oh, that's like too much. Am I extending too much? But no, in fact, this is more of a neutral position. It is because of our daily activities, computer usage, all these things making us more forward. Okay, so one more thing, so I just want to share in. Okay, so why we focus so much about our spine, like why great length to improve this. So number one, there's many organs in your body we can replace, even your heart, your kidney you can replace, but this is something that you cannot replace. So this is something you needed to making sure maintain so you can last longer. But the second most important thing is what's the inside of the spine. The inside spine is our nerve systems. Our nerve system is connecting our brain and connecting the rest of our body. Your digestions, your respiratory systems, how your muscle is reacting. If something come up you use your hand to block or cut, that's because your nerve systems are working properly, so they have this reaction to it. But if there's anything wrong with the nerve systems, it will affect overall our body health. So that's why, if the spine is strong enough, good enough, or have a good integrity, it will protect the most important system in your body, which is our nerve system. So that's another reason why we needed to pay specific attention about how our spine is. This is the armor, the first line of protections towards our nerve system. Okay, so how does chiropractic improve our spine and making sure to protect our spine? So chiropractic adjustments help with the mobility of the spine. If your spine have lack of mobility or not moving properly, over time it will stiffen up and creating a much bigger issues. So the adjustment is identifying, the chiropractic adjustment is first of all identify where is the fixation coming from. Is it your lower back, is the hip, neck, or upper neck, or a combination of all in some cases. So we identify which area is the core issues, the adjustment delivered to solving that fixation in the spine, so the spine can move properly. When the spine moving properly, the nerve system can function better with no interruption, then your overall body health will improve because you're just moving better. If you look at all these animals walking on this earth, the human body is one of the only animals who is bipedal, means we walk with our 2 legs rather than 4. The reason we do that is we can have ability to move and explore. I mean, that's pretty much the whole purpose why our body is designed this way, is we can be beyond a movement and can explore the surroundings. But as technology progressed, we forgot about all these. We're sitting down more, we're not exercising more, we're not doing the mobility we're supposed to do. So we're sitting more, back postures, all the. So actually, it's really defeated the purpose of this greatly designed, organized body. Is we are supposed to be on the movement. So better spine, it can also give you a better movement. The ultimate purpose is, if you really, really want to have a better health, is more movement. Better movement, more the better. Okay, so any questions? I'm here to take questions if anyone has questions in here. Okay. Any questions? Fine. Any questions? No? Okay. Okay, I'll look back. Okay, so joints. Okay, good. So I'll be around asking some questions. If you guys have anything to ask, feel free to ask. Okay, let me see.有，就其他的也有，比如说是脚趾啊，对，有。那边的话可能会用一些结合的一些东西吧，比如说是我们还有干针，我们还有就是按摩师这样子，因为它毕竟脚不是那么很复杂的，所以的话脚趾的话就是可能就是有些其他一些干针可以矫正，就说是如果有些人可能经常会崴脚啊，或者是关节不是很痛啊。
有些年纪大。
年纪大。可以，对，但是的话我们要看，就是如果是是脚踝的问题的话呢，有时候可能膝盖也会有。
膝盖有关系。
对，通常都是连在这一起的。可以。
还有第二个问题。应该算青少年了。正常很放松的时候。
对，其实它就是一个驼背的现象。
对啊。
对，经常
它也可以，但是无论它真正是已经出问题了，还是说只是这个很懒惰。
还有可能第一就是这个对，有可能它可能肌肉没有那么强壮，所以如果你的肌肉很好，就是比较强的话，比较有力的话呢，它可能驼背不会那么严重。所以如果你的肌肉不是很强壮的话呢，它可能就算是对，这是第一，这肌肉的。第二呢，可能就是一种习惯，可能它就是长期这样子习惯了，就是有一个驼背的这种
习惯的话，就可以提醒来着。
可以提醒，可以做提醒，让它就尽量让。但是的话，就是我们的骨骼呢，当它把所有的骨骼都已经长好，大概是20到21岁这样子。所以如果它长期这样子的话，可能的话会影响到它这个骨骼的。如果它还是没有20到21岁之前的话呢，
现在过来。现在过来。之前的话就已经是这个样子的，然后现在就一直没有提醒了就 OK， 不提醒就又这样。
对，那可能以后它就会慢慢的话会有一个驼背的这样子的，因为它骨关节会变化。
那这个如果长你的话，
对，就是我们会第一，它如果长期这样子的话呢，胸椎肯定关节它已经很僵硬在那边了，因为你长期这样子。第一，就是矫正一下这个胸椎这边的问题，这是第一。那第二的话，就要看看有没有影响到其他，比如说是肩膀啊，因为长期这样子的话，他的手可能都是有这个问题，是吧？对，所以的话，因为正常人站的话，可能是这样子。如果你这样往前面的话，你的手自然而然就会这样子，这样的会有影响到，比如说肩周炎啊这些问题就会出现，所以要看。Oh yeah. So her question is about the posture issues. So what if someone who is in teenagers, if they have these issues, what caused it? So number one, it could be the muscle is a bit weak. So maybe the chest muscle, the upper back muscle is not very strong, so they could not hold up with the support. Number 2 is it could be some kind of habits because young people nowadays they like to slouch. So what will happen? The potential issue is our joint mature at the age of 20 to 21. So if you are still having these hunching problems, it might carry on to adulthood. So this can be not saying permanent, but you will growing as a part of your joint. So that's number 1. And 2 is if you have hunching, we need to address other potential issues such as rotation of shoulders. So if your rotation of shoulders be like this, then you have your chance of frozen shoulder is higher, shoulder related problems higher, so only rotator cuff injury is higher. So these things we can address with maybe adjustments with in the upper back area and also correction of the shoulder joint. Yeah. Okay. Very good question. 非常非常好的问题. Yeah. Can any more questions in here? Very good.
So if we sit, normally we sit
Yeah.
It's like we have to sit with our leg like this, the gesture or the body move in behind.
Yeah.
Or we have to sit the whole seat, the whole chair. I mean.
Yeah. Okay, depends. So why the sofa is kind of like not very good for spine? Because when the sofa is very deep, right? You tend to sit on your back. I don't know if people notice. You just lean back more and more and more. So all your pressure point ends up in your back. So that's very bad for you. If you are sitting in front of computers with your chair, everything like that, yes, you can sit like this. But as we progress our work, we tend to get closer and closer to the screen. So that change the posture from neutral to forward, even forward. So that also not very good. The good thing is that okay, maybe you can put a support behind your back, maybe that will help. But support is just a support. You need to be more mindful about your posture when you're sitting, right? That's number 1. Number 2 is try not to work long hours. If you are, maybe sitting in front of a computer is part of your job, you try to get up every half hour to 45 minutes to that your moment you're standing up, moving around, you will actually reset your brain about your joint positioning and also your spine position. But don't forget, there's also one more thing is our brain is very clever design. Yes, if let's say you're very focused, you're working, you're not moving anything, you are in sedentary position for 20 minutes. The brain actually getting a signal, assume you are actually sleeping because your joints not moving much. They pretend. The brain thought you're probably in a resting position. So when you have a resting position, is your brain will secrete hormone to reduce sleeping. So that's why for people who work in the office for a long period of time is, I feel extremely exhausted by the end of the day, but I didn't do much. I was just working on the computer. Why I'm so tired is because you are in this non-moving position for too long, then the brain starts to telling your body, oh yeah, you're sleeping, so I'm gonna secrete more sleeping hormones. Yeah. Hello, thank you for joining us. Yeah, it's sleeping position. So just get up, half hour, 45 minutes, moving around a little bit to get your brain reset to thinking like, oh yeah, I am moving around, I am still moving around, I'm not in one position. So re-stimulate your brain, then you will actually have an idea like, oh yeah, maybe your body is not sleeping. Okay, I have a question. If scoliosis patient have done surgery, can I still do chiropractic? Okay, so I got a question from a viewer is, if scoliosis patient have done surgery, can they still do chiropractic? Okay, so if you have a metal rod inside your spine, usually that's where the scoliosis surgery will do is the rod will be on both sides of spine to making sure the spine to stay straight. So if that's the case, there's a very little mobility we can do with the spine. So unfortunately, in that case, the chiropractic adjustment really cannot do much. But do remember, yes, you do have the metal rod on both of your spine to reduce the scoliosis, curvature, whatnot. But you also need to making sure you are working on your muscles, you know, making sure they're getting stronger, working on your muscles, make sure you're getting stronger. So later on, your joints can get a little stronger as well. It's a way to recover from the scoliosis. The cat really wanted to.
Maybe he like your color.
Yeah, maybe he likes you. Maybe he really likes you.
The attract color.
Yeah. Or you are like an animal person. It's like really like the. Okay. Yeah. Okay, did I answer the questions? Okay, great. Fantastic. All right. Thank you so much. If you have any more questions, I'll stay around. If any one of the viewers still have questions, I'll stay around to answer. Okay, it really likes you, huh? Rubbing the body on your shoes. We got a cat in the clinic. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was sleeping the whole day this morning. We finally decided to come out. Okay, let me see. Yeah, questions you can ask me here. Thank you for coming from here. You have something, some food on your shoes or something?
No.
It just seems like really like your shoes. Yeah.
Color maybe.
Maybe the color? Yeah, maybe the color.